Hi guys, and welcome to MediaByte. Thank you for clicking on this video. Horror comedies have been some of my favorites for a really long time, and I really love everything to do with them, and they're one of my favorite mixtures between genres that I've ever experienced. Stick around to see our list, and if you want to follow us on Twitter, it's at MediaByteCo, and Instagram is at MediaByteCompany. With that, let's get started. I really like Young Frankenstein, especially because it's one of the origins of this subgenre and because it plays on such a classic horror movie story. Honestly, I'm going to try not to discuss too much about these movies because I don't want to spoil it, because the premise is pretty straightforward, but honestly, it's incredibly good and something you want to watch. You'll just check it out the moment that you possibly can. Behind the Mask, The Rise of Leslie Vernon is one of the most innovative and interesting horror movies in the last few decades. I'm just going to give a little general description of what the movie has in it before you see it. If you like found footage and if you like slasher movies, you really will probably love this movie. This movie is an amazing masterclass of combining genres and feelings. It's about a wannabe horror movie villain who basically films himself slowly turning into a horror movie villain like Michael Myers or Jason Voorhees. There's a lot more to it than that, but this movie is incredibly well done and something that I think we should as a whole pay way more attention to. It's honestly one of my favorite movies to recommend to people. I honestly love Tucker and Dale vs. Evil. It's and everything that I think there is. There's nothing better fit for this genre than how this movie portrays itself. Basically, these two people, Tucker and Dale, kind of bumble themselves into being the villain in a horror movie, and honestly, that is all I want to say, because I just love it, and I think it's one of those movies that is best unspoiled. Army of Darkness takes what Evil Dead 2 did and takes it up a notch, and I love that. As well as it really brings the character of Ash all the way full circle. I really love this movie, and if you like Evil Dead 2 or don't like Evil Dead 1 but haven't seen Army of Darkness, you should absolutely see it because I love this movie and I think it's worth your time more than Evil Dead 1 is, in my personal opinion. Although I do like the first Evil Dead, I think Army of Darkness is a better film. I think Cabin in the Woods is the perfect example of a horror comedy because this movie can really be scary at times, but also at other moments is absolutely incredible in terms of what this movie does. This movie is basically about the title, and that's literally all I will say about this because I do not want to spoil a single thing for you. Well, that is my list. Thank you for watching. If you disagree, please put your list of movies in the comments below and give us some top 5 suggestions in the comments below if you're watching this. If you want to give us any amount of money on Patreon, I would be more than happy. You can listen to all of the podcasts on the podcast network, J&A, Slash It, MediaByte Podcast, Exploring Cinema, and another podcast is coming to you very soon. Thank you for watching. You can follow us on Twitter at MediaByteCo and Instagram is at MediaByteCompany. Make sure to like and subscribe, and we'll see you all in the next one. Peace.